Hello, welcome to my WIP and Chat. These are used as like a podcast to do whatever it is that you want to do while listening, or you can work alongside me. I'm going to be talking about archery a lot today. I'm going to talk about my new favorite author that I've just been binging. I'm going to be talking about how my schedule's a little off. School is back and it's bittersweet. If you like that type of content, stick around and let's get chatting. First, my name is Marissa and I make a variety of diamond art content. And yeah, let's just dive in. I won some goodies from the House of Miscellanea event, Wings and Anythings, and I'm going to be using some of the wax that she sent me. It is from Dreamer Designs thing. I was looking down and I saw that. It's from Dream Wax Studio, and it's watermelon fragrance. I hot glued my pen back together because this little side broke off. This side is cracking. It is a Diamond Art Club pen with a pen tip and 3-placer, both from Diamond Art Club as well. I am doing a Paint Gems mandala. I am using Yellow Dog Designs tray and Dreamer Designs tweezers. I like these better than the DAC ones. Yeah, I am so excited to get into this. I have not filmed a WIP and Chat in a little bit, and it's almost like I forgot how to. I put a brand new tip because, well, I guess if you use wax and then put a glue dot in it, it can make it come out. I'm going to assume you scoop and press. That was a little softer than I was expecting. Oh my God, it smells so good. It smells like a watermelon Jolly Rancher, which I'm a fan of. Just put that back on there, make sure it's even. It might be a little too warm to use, but that's what I'm trying to figure out. I love trying new stuff, so I'm super excited. Speaking of House of Miscellanea, I am thrilled to announce that hopefully on August 31st, I will be on her live and we'll be doing a challenge. We agreed to do a challenge on a paint gem with using our non-dominant hand to see who can get more done the fastest. I am so excited. I love challenges like that. We may do more in the future, but right now that is what we are planning, and I'm gonna find a babysitter, and I'm so thrilled. I've never been live, so she's gonna have to like babysit me through it before it actually starts. It's gonna be a disaster. No, I'm just kidding. I'm so just kidding, Naomi. It's gonna be amazing, and I'm thrilled. The putty I'm using is Randas Crafty Corner. I am using it in the scent Pineapple Upside Down Cake. I figured that this would go best with the watermelon, so I'm not like clashing scents. She also sent me for my winnings a PureBlissWaxCo sweater weather scented of the putty, but I figured that would clash a little bit, and right now Randas is working a little bit better for me than the PureBlissWaxCo because it is still hot out. I'm so excited. I have missed recording. I had to take a little bit of a break because, like I said, my whole schedule is off, and that is because school's starting. I didn't get the supply list until like 3 days before school start. I guess something happened where they like sent out the list late or something. I don't know, but it was a freaking chaos out there in the wilds trying to gather supplies. But it was a lot of fun. I also got to spend a lot of time with my mom, and then we went into the mountains and did like a last hoorah before school started. It was so much fun. I cannot believe summer is over, and it is like bittersweet that it's over. We do our best when we have a consistent schedule. I'm doing this on top of another canvas. I had to move it down a little bit. Like, my kids were so ready to go back to school. They started asking almost every day, when are we starting again? When are we going back to school? And then at one point they're like, I'm tired of you. I want to go to school. So it was a relief in that sense, but at the same time, I'm like at home alone, and I'm like, My house is too quiet. My anxiety is high because I keep expecting to hear the kids, you know, like what if they need something, or do I need to check on them? Do they have entertainment while I do this? And it's just kind of a weird mindfuck that I'm going through right now. Like I get so used to things going the same way. I was saying this like when school ended. Oh, it's definitely leaving residue. That I was like, how am I going to adjust? Like we were so used to our schedule and whatnot. This wax is a little soft. It is leaving residue behind, but I could use like a little toothbrush to get that off, I guess. Ugh, I can't believe how good it smells. Sorry, I got distracted. So yeah, it's definitely weird. I got to meet their teachers, and then one of my teacher friends works at their school, and she got promoted. She's normally in charge of like the special ed, and she puts together like the whole team and the plans for what would work best for your child, and puts all the reports together and is kind of like head of all of that. But this year she is teaching, so I went and said congratulations to her and saw her classroom, and it's so freaking cute. My kids were sad because they're so used to her, but at the same time they're like, you're a teacher, and my son's like, I want you to be my teacher, and she's like, hopefully next year, because my son will be going into 2nd grade next year. I cannot believe I just said that. Like, where is time going? Like sometimes it doesn't feel real until you say it out loud. And with all of that said, I did get a little behind on recording. I also kind of wanted to let all of my batch stuff kind of schedule out so I can be not as far ahead, but I'm so used to being ahead that it feels like I'm behind and I might miss an upload or something, which I have not done that yet. I've been doing this now for 4 months and I have not missed a single upload. I started with 3 days a week, and then I was actually able to bump it up to 4 days a week. But I think now that I will have more time, I might try to work more on the back end to make more quality videos, which may mean not as many throughout the week, but better quality and taking more time to edit. I don't know yet. I'm having fun. I have so many ideas though. It's like I have the time now to record many videos. I don't know. It's going to be an adjustment period like I was saying. I don't know. I'm just so excited. Like I love this so much more than I thought I would. It is turning into such a better experience. I kind of just wanted to use it as time to like pass time about. Or to pass time, but it's turned into something that I've fallen in love with more than writing almost. Like I was kind of using it to make time pass and get my mind off all of the books that I want to write and take a break because I was so burnt out. And then now I'm just like daydreaming about all the books that I want to write, which is nice, but I also spend more time brainstorming and get more aha moments with mapping out videos, and it kind of gives me that writing itch too. Like I get to figure out a beginning, middle, end, try to find ways to present something. I also want to get more into some like commentary style videos and stuff like that, and I could do that while working on diamond paintings, and that includes research, scripting, and all of that too. So it's kind of checking all my boxes, and I never expected that. Of course, I'll still work on like writing books and whatnot, and I will get more into that when I start talking about my soon-to-come hunting trip. Maybe I overfilled the pen a little bit because I'm not getting any more residue, but I feel like it's already starting to lose its stick, and I'm so used to hearing that pop sound. I don't get that with this. I feel like I'm so everywhere. I haven't recorded a WIP and Chat in like 2 weeks, so I feel like I just have so much to say that nothing is making sense. So I'm so sorry if this is rambly. I'm also getting used to being home alone. Like I keep wanting to look over my shoulder and double check that the kids are doing good, and I don't know, it's weird that like that's affecting my anxiety more than when they are home, because I do worry about you know, background noise. Like, I want it to be as good of an experience for you as well as me. But I don't know. Okay, I'm officially friggin' off the rails. Hold on, let me get back on track. I am loving the monsoon season. It has kind of not cooled it off at all, but it's made everything green again. And I will put some videos up as I talk about my mountain trip, because we went up to the mountains. It was supposed to be 108 degrees here with like 75% humidity, which is just miserable. But it was like almost 30 degrees cooler on the mountain. So we're like, you know what? Let's just go. And then my mom was like, hey, why don't we do the ski lifts and let the kids experience that? And I was like, I don't know. I'm kind of scared. My daughter doesn't like heights. I don't really like heights. And it turned out to be one of the best days of my life. So many aspects to it. One, it was stunning. It felt so good to just get out in nature and touch grass and inhale fresh air and have all of the greenery and freshness. There were yellow wildflowers everywhere. The weather was absolutely perfect. It was like 75 to 80 degrees, but overcast with the breeze. Oh my God, I cannot believe how perfect the whole trip was. We got to go all the way up. Each ride, I got to ride it twice. I wanted to do it by myself, well, not by myself. I did it with my mom's boyfriend first, so I can kind of get a feel for it, explain it to my daughter so she'd feel a little safer, because she doesn't really like heights, and I wanted to see if it's something that she can tolerate so I can explain. She likes very vivid details, so I had to I wanted to experience it so I can give her, you know, a rundown of what to expect. And at first I was kind of nervous, but oh my God, I about had a panic attack when I realized it was just a little tiny hook that like hooks on top of the thing and then the whole cart stuck to it. But once we got halfway up and I started like relaxing a little bit, it was just breathtaking. And then my mom had my dog the whole time. Now, my dog has separation anxiety. We've been working really hard on that. So I was like, I really hope he does not break away from my mom and, how else do I say it? Chase me up a mountain. That was a concern, but he did so good. He did so good. I'll pop up another little video of that, of her just kind of relaxing at the bottom of the mountain with my pup. I was so impressed with him. My mom didn't ride the whatchamacallits. I don't know why. She had the opportunity. She's just like, no, I'd rather just sit down here and play with my grandpup. And, you know, that's exactly what she did. And she just looked so at peace. And it was just so nice to see my mom from that far away just soaking in her environment and playing with my pup. And just, it looked like she was just taking a breath of fresh air. And it was a beautiful sight. Like, it was absolutely stunning. And even my daughter noticed that. She's all, look at Nana. Like, she just looks so happy. And it was just the family bonding, the no social media. I did take a few pictures and a few videos, but that was it. Other than that, I wasn't on my phone or any of that. Dude, it's already not sticking. It was just stunning. And it was like the last hoorah before, you know, school started, because they started school this week. I don't know. It was just like the perfect ending to summer. So I highly suggest that. Go out in nature, go touch grass, suck in the fresh air. Only thing that does suck is the mosquitoes though. They are full-fledged on attack right now. But, you know, it comes with the territory. It does. Oh, my husband's home. I don't know if I should end this here. I am going on my first hunt. I didn't realize that there were over-the-counter tags for mule deer coming up in the next week or so. So I've doubled down on my archery. I was kind of sad that I had that neck and shoulder injury, and then it kind of got me out of that. But I've been shooting twice a day. I've been shooting from a sitting position because I will be at a watering hole in a blind. So that is what I'm going to be doing. And it is so weird from standing up and shooting consistently to, sitting down. Like, standing, you have to make sure you have an opened, your feet are, one, separated enough, but then also an open stance so that you're kind of right like this, but your feet are stanced like this. And then you also have to shoot through these little tiny windows inside the blind. And I'm scared I'm gonna like shoot through the blind, which is almost like a tent, just a lot smaller and not as comfy, but I will have a chair. The nice thing is while I'm waiting for deer to come in, I could work on my books. So I think that'll be the perfect way to get back into writing. I kind of did start a project. I started a vlog about it because I was thinking about doing that for my Patreon, but I don't know. I haven't fully started and seeing like, do I want to commit to it like that again, or do I just want to keep it as a passing hobby? I'm not quite sure yet. So I'm putting a hold to that idea right now and just gonna focus on practicing shooting and possibly, no, for sure going on a hunt. And that is when I'm either going to edit one of my books or work on editing one of the books I had already written, or just starting the new project and maybe documenting some of that. I don't think I'll be able to do that from the blind because you gotta be real quiet and watch all the wildlife come in. But yeah, I'm friggin' so excited for that. I cannot believe it's already time for me to, go for my first hunt. Like, I started shooting about the same time I started uploading here, and that was April 1st. I put up my first video. March 20th is when I started diamond painting. So for 4 months, or just over 4 months, I've gotten a bow, I've been shooting consistently, I've got broadheads, I'm practicing out of a blind, my husband's getting me some equipment, of course he's getting me like camouflage clothes and stuff, like it's happening, and I am slightly terrified, but also so freaking excited. I'm watching my husband, he's about to come in, I guess he went to the store. He is so cute. I mean hot. My man is sexy. I'm gonna put that on the internet. Oh shit. And I've met one of my goals. Summer is officially over. And I didn't miss a single upload. I actually upped my upload take and I survived the summer. Like, I was so scared I wasn't going to be able to figure it out because when my kids are home and my attention is on them. So it felt weird separating that time and being like, hey, mommy's going to do this when mommy doesn't really have a job, but she wants to do this for herself. And they understood so much, but I did it. Like, now next step is to do a solid year of uploading consistently. And that means 3 videos a week. Recently I've been doing 4, but oh my god, I think I might do the 3 and then anything extra other than the 3 is just that extra, because sometimes I batch record and then I just like to be ahead, and I already mentioned it a little bit before. I think that's going to end up being the schedule now that I'm sitting here thinking about it and recording, because it terrifies me that I don't really have any videos for next week edited or anything like that, and I'm behind, and it just takes one little thing to completely derail your whole schedule, and I am determined to stay consistent. Like, I'm having so much fun. So hold me accountable. Okay, I want to talk about, this is going to be a shorter WIP and chat. I want to hang out with my husband. I think he got us some food and I am hungry. I want to talk about Danica Dark. I have finished 2 of her series already. One was like the Wolfpack. I don't have my phone. My brain is like a goldfish. I can remember the story, the structure, the world building, but it'll give you all of the spoilers. I'm just saying she's turning into one of my one-click authors. I am so ready to delve into the rest of the worlds, or if it's even in the same universe that she has created. Oh my god, it is so good. I think I've listened to all of what is available in the Audible Plus catalog, which means I don't have to use credits or pay extra for it. I'm already paying for the Plus catalog, and I think I've done all of the books available on that, so now I'm gonna have to get some credits so I can continue binging her work. I'm so used to glue dots that I'm not used to switching out my wax so often, and I think I'm about ready to add more. Now I have a question for wax. Do you just put more on top and hope for the best, or do I have to dig it all out and then like refill it? I'm not sure. I forgot to do the autofocus. All right. So eventually, one of these days, I've mentioned it before, I think I need to do a Post-it note on my camera to turn autofocus off and do the manual focus so I can have an area so it's not in and out of focus the whole damn time. I am so sorry. and I promise I will get better at it. In fact, my husband just got my son and daughter new Post-it notes because they love Post-it notes. They put them everywhere. It's really cute. But I think I'm going to have to do that and just make it a habit that no matter what, I'm going to have to switch to manual focus. What was I saying? I totally lost my train of thought. I got so distracted by food. Danica Dark, yes. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get some more credits because she has a ton of books out there, and I am absolutely in love with what she is doing. Also, I am still watching Ghost Adventures. I'm a big fan. I accidentally clicked on the show Ghost Hunters though, because I wasn't paying attention. I just saw Ghost and I was like, oh, I'm gonna click on that, and it was Ghost Hunters. So what I'm thinking is I might start binging that and kind of compare the two just for curiosity's sake. I need to do more. So yeah, I might do that, but I am still enjoying it. I still think Zach is a douchebag, but he is what makes it so entertaining. I've kind of watched a little bit of Nick's show. I think I got into that in another WIP and Chat, but we're officially in the seasons that Nick is no longer in the show, and it's just so weird. And I don't like Billy or Jay, who replaced Nick, and it sucks that two people, I'm leaving residue behind. That's gonna drive me nutty. It's just funny how I don't like them because I know they're replacing Nick, and I think Nick added so much to the show. Everything is so different now, like the editing style, the script, the intro. I hate the new intro, or I guess not new. I'm on season like 16 or 17 now. I don't like it. I have to fast forward it. And I used to make fun of the old intro, the one that I think Nick did. And I want to go back to that. And I never thought I would say that. Me and my husband just sit there and we reminisce about how they work together. And it's just something that I really enjoy doing with him every night. And it's just our nighttime routine. But there was a couple days where my husband was working at his mom's, working on a roof, and he was home late, and it has come to my attention that I cannot watch Ghost Adventures alone because it freaks me out. Like, I am such a pansy ass that, yeah, that's I can handle a ghost in my house. I've lived with that my whole life, but watching Ghost Adventures alone, even though it's a goofy ass show, I can't do it. So I told my husband he needs to be there with me, and I ended up watching Yes Man instead, which kind of made me laugh. I love Jim Carrey. But I don't think it's his best movie, but it was better than being scared at home waiting for the husband to come home so I can watch my scary ghost adventure. And then I started the pirate show on Netflix called Black Sails, and it is raunchy. I am freaking confused. Like, I thought I was just getting into like a Peter Pan show. Like, I did not read the description. This is totally my fault. It's freaking dark and raunchy, and I think I love it. Like, I hate it, but I love it, and I'm like sucked in. It's one of those like train wrecks or a car wreck you just can't stop watching, and I'm officially invested in it. And it's like a history show, obviously, about pirates, and just it's if you know, you know. Definitely figure out what your triggers are or whatever before you watch it. But yeah, I guess I'm into pirates now. I don't know about that. I might want to read some books about pirates. Sometimes literature or reading books about stuff like that's easier for me to get into. But yeah, it's kind of where I'm at with my shows and books recently. Oh, this wax smells so good. I barely got anything done on this, but I think I'm going to leave this here. I have some other stuff to do today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like this content. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and bye!